please, for the love of God, tell me that you hung on to your Fartmaster 3000 like I did. Today we're going to show you how to set it up to get it mining again. Very exciting, so stay tuned. Nerdy dude stuff. For those of you keeping track at home, today's beer of the day is by Elysium out of Seattle, Washington, called Punkachino, a coffee pumpkin ale. This is a pumpkin ale that is brewed with a little bit of Stumptown coffee. So it's got like a little shot of espresso in there, sitting at 6% alcohol by volume with a dash of cinnamon and nutmeg, and also a little bit of lactose to give it a smooth and creamy finish. This is pretty much the beer that seems most like a pumpkin spiced latte that I've ever had, sitting at a 4 out of 5 on my rating scale, and it has a very nice pumpkin-y, not too spicy with that cinnamon nutmeg combination, healthy bitter coffee flavoring with a little bit of lactose to give it that good creamy finish. Once again, 4 out of 5. Cheers to you guys. Bink! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about cryptocurrency and plug-and-play mining. Boy, we've got some good content for you today. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on that bell notification, and liking this video. Now, if you have been with us for the past year, you know that we got into Planet Watch mining via the Awair Element devices. We purchased 4 of them, and just after that project went live, Planet Watch and Awair decided to get a divorce. They couldn't make it amicable. It's not because they didn't love us enough. Probably kind of is. But they split up, and basically these air quality sensors became useless in terms of earning rewards and mining in the crypto space. They're not fully useless because they still provide you with good data. I've never unplugged the one here in my office because I like to monitor things like my CO2 levels, my temperature, my humidity, like, you know, the contagion, not contagions, but like the chemicals that are released from, you know, air sanitizers and air fresheners and stuff like that. So I did like to keep mine running, also with the hopes that there would be another project like PiPhi, excuse me, that we're talking about today that are giving some life back into these devices. So very, very happy with the fact that we did hang on to this. And now we brought this showcase to you last week in a video where we will probably be popping these up on screen a few times as well. But we have, ooh, it's magnetized. We have a Raspberry Pi 3 that is currently collecting data and mining with our Planet Watch, or our Awair Element device, and also a little B&E tower as well, which I'm going to showcase here in just a few minutes. That means, you know, I actually do have 2 air sensing devices in my office off of 1 GPS Google tag, which gives me a teeny tiny bonus when it comes to mining on this project. Last thing I want to say, we talked about trying to 3D print a case. And if you guys are anyone out there watching this video is a 3D print expert, I have had a hell of a time with my 3D printer. Please reach out to me or comment below how I can reach out to you, because I just need some help and some guidance, as I can't print something to save my life. I don't know what it is. I think maybe since I switched out the extruder casing for an aluminum one versus the stock plastic, and ever since my bed leveling, I added a bed leveler as well, the prints have just been so complicated to get going. So leave a comment or let me know how I could reach you so we can get some 3D printing information going, so I can get this damn case going, so I can have my Raspberry Pi covered. With all that said, end of rant. We're going to jump over to the main screen. We'll show you the setup of the device just kind of on screen using this camera here, and then the actual setup that you need to do to connect your Awair Element to your Raspberry Pi mining program, miner, whatever you want to call it. So let's jump to the computer screen now. Alrighty, so just be patient with me. We're going to use this camera. We might adjust the sizes a little bit when we need to showcase anything in our hands on this camera, but we are going to show you how to get going using, I don't think I'm going to need to really unplug this, but we are going to show you everything to get mining with our Raspberry Pi BM tower thingy and our element back there. So we are actually utilizing all three. And then once that's done, yes, you will be, like right now, this is all sitting next to me, but I could tuck this device away in a closet as long as it's plugged in and never need to touch it again. But it's only here right now just so I can showcase and do this video. So the first thing you're going to need if you're going to want to participate with PiPhi, everything is in testnet right now. So you can do one of two things. You can either, this is just your preliminary setup. If it's on the Algorand blockchain. So of course, I'm always using the Algo wallet, and what you can do is if you download that as well, you're going to want to make sure you get on the testnet. And the way you do that is you go up to in the Algo wallet, you go to developer settings down here, you hit up here, and you're going to drop it down into testnet. I'm not in testnet right now, and that's just so you can add the token. You go to testnet, go back to the home screen, go back to home, and then you're going to want to add your asset. And this is all on testnet, so it's not totally crazy. The asset is PHID, and you can see right there, since we've been mining, we've got 25.18 of those tokens. This is on the testnet, so there's really not any value right now. It's all under testing, but you can see those transactions are being done pretty much hourly. So there's proof of the mining, and that's how you can see it if you have a Algo wallet. And of course, I like to use that the most versus like my Algo wallet, which is linked to the computer screen because I always have my phone on me here. So we're going to go back to our Algo. So that's the first thing you want to do is make sure you have the Algo wallet, add the token to your wallet, and you have to do it on the testnet. The next thing you're going to want is, besides a device, obviously, is a license. Right now it is in beta, so I believe the beta discounts are, instead of a $99 software license, it's $25. And so you're going to want one of those. And then you're going to want to go onto the website after you do your own research to getting started, and you'll be able to see everything else that you need. You need a GPS device. You can get them on Amazon for relatively cheap, so on and so forth. So let's go back to home. And then, of course, if you have any issues, there is step-by-step guides on this page as well for PiPhi. Probably explains it a lot quicker and a lot less fluffy than me, so you can always do that as well. But anyway, and then here's all the software that we're going to be referencing. You want the Raspberry images, which I'm going to showcase here in just a second. Here is what a set up and running. I'm going to move myself away for a second just in case. Here, actually, we'll just move myself right here. Here is an up and running setup of the dashboard for our Awair Element and our little BM tower that's mining. And this is what we can see. Since I've set it up, we are currently locked for our GPS location. It's where we are. We've gotten a total of 1,914 streams being sent while we're on the testnet. Our current office temperature is 76.3 degrees, 92% air quality, blah, blah, blah. This is everything you get to see. And we'll probably showcase this again here in just a moment. But nice little setup, and this is going to be the goal and what we're going to get. Okay? All right. Now, let's dive in. First thing you need. Get your Raspberry Pi. Let's move myself into a situation as well. I'm not going to unplug mine because mine is actively running. But the first thing that you're going to do is get your Raspberry Pi, and you're going to want to have that set up. So once it's all set up, you know, mine right here you can see that's my GPS tag. I'm going to leave that here. This is one of my other air quality sensors. We'll leave that there. But I've got everything set up right now. I can even unplug the mouse and keyboard since I'm done with it. But mouse, keyboard, over, you know, you plug in your HDMI, whatever, and then your GPS, you want to have it plugged in, and then all the devices you want to have plugged in in case this is what you're using. But anyway, that's not what I'm showing. So you get your Raspberry Pi, and if this is the first time you've seen one of these devices, on the back here, right here is an SD card. I'm not going to pull the SD card out because mine is currently up and running, but there's an SD card. And what we need to do is install a flash image on the SD card that will let us be compatible with PiPhi and get that going. So we're going to put that down. We're going to get our head out of the way. And the link for that is in the description, and it's going to take you to this page here, and we're going to move myself here. This will be the image that you want. As of right now, the most updated one they have is PiPhi_desktop_0_80_06.img.gz. You're going to want to go ahead and save and download that. Once that is downloaded, you'll have the Raspberry Pi imager. You're going to make sure it still is the 80_6. You're going to take your SD card, and I have a little device like this, especially since I 3D print, where I put the SD card into it. And then I plug this into a USB drive, and that gives my computer access to the SD card. So we plug that in. We choose our storage device, which we don't have it right now, but if we did have our SD card in, it would be populated right here. It's a 64 terabyte. And then the write option is going to be available. So then you're going to hit write.
Once the writing is done, you can go ahead and then eject the device. And there's actually another step here, but with this the 8-06 model, we can actually set up our Wi-Fi connection on the Raspberry Pi. Before, you weren't able to set, you would have to go and do an actual like a command file in the actual SD card, that when it would boot up, it would have your Wi-Fi credentials plugged in there, so that way your Raspberry Pi would automatically connect. But with these settings and with that image you can flash, you can just automatically set your Wi-Fi from there without needing to do anything else, and that's step by step. And of course, if I had the SD card plugged in, I could show you, but I have mine running, so I don't want to redo that. If I get a new one, maybe I'll show that step by step, but I have this one. So once that is all done, you can go ahead and close this. There's going to be a few more things that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to turn on your Raspberry Pi, and then once that's on, it's going to go through the booting. You want to make sure that you have everything connected to the internet and everything is pretty good. As long as you have that proper image pulled up perfectly, as long as you have that image pulled up perfectly, then and everything's booted and ready to go, our next step should go through flawlessly. And I'm just scrolling through here to get what I need. So Bink, I just need to see what I need right here. Where is that login? It's pretty much going to be like this. Once you have it going, you can do PiPhi.local semicolon 31415. That's what I had to do, is 31415. So you've got your license, you got your Raspberry Pi ready to go. It is also now connected, so that way you have it going and you can access into it. Putting in that little PiPhi.local, if it's on the same Wi-Fi network as any device that you're accessing it, will take it to its base level dashboard. So, and that's going to look like this. Once you're in this base level dashboard, you're going to go into your email and get your license key, and then you're going to put in your email and password that you use to create that PiPhi account and purchase that license, and then you're going to be able to select the two sensors that you have. So I have my Awair Element, which I also have to show you. Let's rewind. So you have your Awair Element. You actually have to put that on your local network so that it's locally able to be detected. And the way you do that is you make sure you're connected with you on your network. You have the Awair Home app right, let's get it on camera right here. It's the one in the middle. It's what it looks like. It's the Awair Home app right there. You're going to select on Awair Home. You're going to select on the device that you're connecting to your Raspberry Pi. So ours is going to be the top one right here, the Nerdy Office. We're going to go ahead and select that. In this main screen here, if my computer wouldn't get in the way, you're going to click down here. It says Awair Plus. You're going to click on that. Then the next option you're going to do is Awair APIs. You're going to click on that. And then you're going to click on Local API right here. And then you're going to enable your local API. Now, there's a serial code, and I can show this on screen. There's a serial code on the back of your Awair Element. You guys know where it is if you have one of those. Make sure you write that down. That's just on display. It's not mine, so I don't mind showing it on camera. But make sure you write that down and you have that ready to go, just in case when you get everything accessed and whatchamajigger. So with that now set up, you will see your sensor available. You can select the Awair Element, and then since I have the BME 680, I could select that as well, and you can activate that on the license, and then you're going to hit activate. Once that's all activated, then you will have probably, you have your Grafana screen and information. You don't really have to worry about this anymore, but as long as everything's plugged in and everything's activated and ready to go, you are now going to get your dashboard that looks like this. And then you just want to make sure that you've got your GPS device plugged in there. If you have it done correctly, it'll say GPS locked, which now it's sending data straight from this house right here. So very, very excited that the devices and the Awair Elements have some life again. Yes, you will need a license per device, but these licenses right now for the beta mode, they're $25, but over then they actually go live, they'll be $99, and there will be discount codes here in the future and blah blah blah. Now with this company, I was talking with them because they're very, very good in helping, and Smart Tower was helping me get this whole setup done. They aren't like a cash grab like Planet Watch was doing with Awair Element. So they're going to be sending these data. The PiPhi token is a utility token that is actually going to have the data stored on there. So if someone wants to purchase the data, they'll be able to purchase, your token and get that data. That's what this is going on, versus something like Planet Watch saying, oh, you mine with these devices and you're going to get this much money a day. Oh, wait, we don't want people mining with these devices. Let's pull the plug on this. And also, with the licenses and everything, these are lifetime. So it's not like Planet Watch where it's 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year, and then they expire, anything like that. This is a lifelong license, and this is kind of the next step to kicking this project into overdrive. And I was talking, they have a lot of cool ideas. There's a lot of cool things that they want to set up with, like the home automation things. Like, oh my gosh, I could see that the air in my office is getting to be a certain way. Hey Siri, set the AC in my office. You know, all the automated home products, not necessarily Siri and Alexa, but like the automated home, they want to be able to also utilize with PiPhi. This whole thing, it's not really as much of like a big crypto product as like Planet Watch and stuff was trying to do with their coin. This is a big automation, and just being able to get paid that data in the cryptocurrency with your data on the blockchain is the incentive to this. So very excited that I do have that back up and running. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram, Twitter, or Discord. If I can't answer it, or if there's any problems that we come across that I can't help with, I do know who to put you in contact with. So very excited about this. Get your Awair Element back out. Get yourself a Raspberry Pi and jump in on this project. Right now, it's in beta and testnet, so we really want to see the 40,000 dust collecting Awair Elements fire back up, and I'd be very, very excited to see that. This team is ready for it. Once they're at a testnet, everyone, I mean, come on, let's do it. So other than that, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to buy me a beer, the link for that's in the description. It's buy me a coffee, but we know that it's going to be a beer. Again, I want to say thank you to Ryan M., who sent me 3 beers. You can go ahead and select right here, 1, 3, 5, or a custom amount if you want to send me 69 beers. That'd be cool. But anyway, you can select a custom amount, and then leave me a comment with, you know, what beer you want me to look for, what beer you want me to try, your favorite beer, anything along those lines. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, all that good stuff. I'm Will Price, and we'll see you guys next time.